Are you missing a Pokemon card investment that is right under your nose? Well, today we're going to be talking about that right after this. All right, everybody, thank you for joining me today. I'm Andy with Northwoods TCG, and today we're going to be talking about a little bit of a forgotten part of the Pokemon TCG, a fact that people have been kind of overlooking them, and not everybody, obviously, and I'm going to explain why as we go through this. But in general, I think a lot of people have been distracted with alternate arts and the Sword and Shield block, which for me, there's no wondering why. People have always been hyped about alternate arts, and they've been a big attraction when it comes down to your Pokemon investments in cards. But today, we're going to be talking about maybe a little bit of a forgotten point of it, and maybe some great opportunities that are slowly growing on the backside that you may not be seeing because you're so distracted with the alternate arts. And some people like to call these, I've heard them called now, poor man's alternate arts, but in me, they're very, very good cards. They're really, really good artworks, and I think that they are a little bit forgotten or underrated for how well that they are done. And today we're going to be talking about trainer galleries. That's right, trainer galleries are going to be on the docket today for your Pokemon card investments. And do you have Pokemon card investability in these particular cards? So today we're going to take a look at that. First one I'm going to bring up, and we're just going to get right into it. We're getting into data. We're going to have three of the lower end ones, some of the mid-tier ones, Vs, and then we're going to go into the Vmaxes and some of the chase ones and how well they're performing equivocally. So today I'm going to pull up the Pikachu V. First data point, this comes from Brilliant Stars. I love this Pikachu. I always thought it was a really, really fantastic art. To me, I always felt it was a little bit underrated. I purchased a few of these. I've pulled a few of these, and I think that they're very, very well done. I've also graded a couple. I think that they're really nicely done. So what have we seen with this particular card? And I'm going to go over the last 3 months when it comes down to this particular one, but in general, I'm going to start doing a lot of these from like the end of March to today. So about a month, maybe a little bit over a month of data on these particular cards, and what does that mean for our total card and Pokemon card investment. So if we look at this one back at about the beginning or end of February, beginning of February there, we had this card around $11.80, and then we've seen a decline, and this is going to be pretty common on some of them. A lot of them have been flatlined for a long period of time. But we did see a bit of a decline here at the beginning of the year, and we've seen it drop all the way down to about $10.50 on the near mint version. And as you can see on the chart here next to me, it's gone all the way back up to about $13.40, all the way to up around $12.22. And now we're seeing sales. The next sale on the list is going to be for $16.50. So overall, value increasing. That's exactly what we want to see in some growth. We've had some sales at $14.99. We've had some sales at about $13.50. We've had some at $12.50. But overall, the number of them left at that price point are disappearing around that $12. Now we're moving up to this $15 to $16 tier in order to be able to pick them up. So overall, great card. I love this card. I think it's really underrated. And this is another opportunity to where maybe if you can find them still on eBay and in places for around that $12.50. That LCS, it's a great opportunity to go there. As these prices are changing quickly, LCSs aren't necessarily keeping up with those changes and keeping up with the prices. They don't do it every day. Sometimes they do it every day. Some do it once a week. Some do it once a month. With the value being there currently, it might be a great opportunity to check them out and get them at that reduced price to have a great investment built up. Next one we're going to jump into is going to be the Garchomp V. Now, this one comes from Astral Radiance, and once again, a very nice done. You got Cynthia, and you've got her Garchomp sitting there. Very, very nice artwork again. Cynthia looking just like she always does. Very, very strong. And here we're going to be talking about this one as well. And this time we're going to go from the March. Let's just go from March because most of them have seen very, very good gains from March, the mid-end March. And today we're going to be going from that point on with most of these trainer gallery cards as we're going forward. So starting at March 25th, we had about $9.36, and now as of today, we're up to about $27.20. The weird thing is that going down the list of them here, the next one is going to be about $46. Then we go to $50, and then we're going to go up to over $50. So the price is going up. As the near mints are disappearing, we're going to have one more at $45, and then it's going to start going up from there. So with us seeing this card right now at only $27.70, it's actually cleaned out all those near mint hollows, meaning the next jump on this particular card is more than likely going to be a jump about $10 to $15 on this card. pretty crazy to see something as simple as a trainer gallery card hidden back in the set underneath the alternate arts performing this well. So there's some really good value in these, and overall they are performing extremely well now as the alternate arts are becoming more and more expensive. People are starting to get priced out on some of those. They're getting too expensive, but yet we can come back to trainer gallery cards and get a really nice alternate art formed card in just a trainer gallery label. Next one we're going to pull up, Pikachu V, of course, from Lost Origins. Pikachu V, a very, very strong card in my opinion. Overall, very, very nice artwork. Once again, you got red and Pikachu, and it's a very good card in general. It's a Pikachu card in that trainer gallery. Potentially some really, really good value overall on this particular card. So what are we doing in the graphs since March 25th? So March 25th, we were around $20.76. As of today, we are up to $28.37. And once again, scrolling down, we're going to be looking at the next ones listed here are going up to over $30. So we're going to be over $30 here on the next purchases, and it's going to continue to move up from there. Going from 30, we're going to be going up then to 35 and then 40. The one that's listed at the top is for 35, so we'll be going up to 35 per fairly quickly here on this particular card as well, based on the listings currently on TCG Player. Current sales have all been around $29 to $33 on the sales as well, so this one will be moving up. Once again, watch eBay, be checking out some sales places. Also, make sure you go and check your LCSs and sometimes pawn shops too. They don't change the pricing every day. There might be a great opportunity to get some of these now at a lower reduced price since they are accelerating so quickly. All right, so now that we're through the lower end ones, we're going to go ahead and take a jump into some of the higher end ones in the charts. And the first one I'm going to pull up is going to be the Rayquaza Vmax. Once again, the Rayquaza Vmax comes from Silver Tempest Trainer Gallery. A really good, strong card overall. Rayquaza, again, doing extremely well and doing Rayquaza things as normal. As of March 25th, we were seeing a price about $30 on this particular Trainer Gallery card. And as of today, we're already up to about $40 on that same card. So in just a month, we've seen about a $10 price increase. Now, where are we at for the next ones that are listed on TCG Player, which is what I always like to look at as well. The next ones listed on TCG Player are going for $45 to $46. So we're going to be going two of them at $46, then we're going to be jumping up to $50, then we're going up to $51, and then we're going up to $55. So within the next 10 cards, this card will be up to about $55 as well on TCG Player, and that is exactly what we're going to continue to see with a majority of these trainer gallery cards as we move forward. So once again, great value opportunities. Even if you were to jump on TCG Player now, like I'm doing, and purchase some of these cards while they're still at that lower point or that lower value, there's some great opportunity to see some growth here in the near future on these cards. Next one I'm going to jump into is going to be the Umbreon V. Umbreon V from Brilliant Stars Trainer Gallery. Once again, same story as you can see next to the graph next to me. We're at $16.68 on March 25th. And now we come up to today's price and we're at $40.44. So overall, we are seeing a huge value. That's a 180% increase in price in just a little over a month. What are we at for current listings coming up on this one? Well, next one's going to be $41, and then we're up to $49, and then we're up to $50, and then we're breaking $50, $55, and the price just continues to go up all the way closer to $100 after that. There aren't very many left underneath that price of 50 price point, so it will be up in value quickly again. So just keep that in mind. These cards are very, very volatile, as now that we've seen Brilliant Stars sold out in Pokemon Center as well. I think this is also going to create a little bit more of a kind of that I need to do this now, that hype, that FOMO that I'm going to miss out on these if I don't get into them. It's sold out on Pokemon Center. It's going up in value for the booster boxes out there. And if that starts to occur, we see the prices such as these increase on the market. And that's exactly what we're going to continue to see for the near future, I believe. Moving into the next one, and now we're coming into the top three. Number 3 is going to be the Starmie V. Now, it just barely beat out the Umbreon by just a couple dollars, but the Starmie on March 25th was about $39 for that card, and now as of today, we're up to $47, and now we're getting sales actually consistently today. It's going about $53 to $57. If you go down the listings currently on here, we got next ones are listed at 60, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, and then we go all the way up, and then we start crossing into the 80s. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards before they go into the 80s for the next one listed. Now, Doesn't mean someone's not going to relist in front of that, but just a heads up that they are disappearing off of Pokemon Center. There are consistent sales, and if we look, there's been about 10 sales today on this card, so it is moving through quickly. If they're moving through quickly, that means that people may not lower the price to try and get sales, seeing the amount of sales data they're currently getting. So overall, another one, as you can see, $39 here on March 25th, and we're all the way up to $47 for today's listing on TCG Player. And then we've also seen sales going over $50. So it's accelerating extremely fast. Once again, that's the Starmie V from Astro Radiance Trainer Gallery. Let's go to the next one, which is going to be the Pikachu Vmax. That's right. Pikachu in the second spot. This is from the Lost Origins Trainer Gallery. Another great Pokemon card investment that we've talked about several times even on here. The Lost Origins Trainer Gallery is definitely a force to contend with when it comes down to its performance in the trainer gallery. And as we can see, you're going to be at March 25th about $29 for this card, and as of this discussion today, we're already at $50 on this card, and we've seen sales now going about $58 all the way down, I should say, all the way down to $52. So it's going to cross the $50 mark pretty easily today. If you go into the near mint sales, we do have a couple of them listed a little bit lower, around 40, which have probably been sold by the time of the recording or release of this video, and then the next ones are all going into the 50s and then the 60s. So we have about 8 cards before we're going to go back into the $60 on this card too. So you're going to see another potential $10 increase on this card here in the near future. There could be some more listings, but in general, when you see only that many cards, that small amount of cards that have compared to what's listed, being under that $60 mark, it's definitely going to cross that fairly quickly based on the number of sales. We've again had multiple sales today when it comes down to trainer galleries. Moving into the last one, the big dog here when we talk about trainer gallery cards, the Umbreon Vmax, and this one's from Brilliant Stars as well. Currently, well, let's not go currently. So originally, this card was about $21 back in March 25th. Since we're using that March 25th date, March 25th, we were $21.38. Now, as of today in the market, we're up to $63.93. It's a 162% increase, just like all the Umbreons. I mean, you can go the Umbreons through Evolving Skies, through here. Even the promo Umbreons have seen extreme explosion in growth here in the last month. And once again, I think it has to do with Evolving Skies. Number one, that Umbreon crossing over $1,000, getting close to $1,500 or over $1,500 at this point in time. And then also seeing continued growth on all the other Umbreons, even the Umbreon V that was discussed on YouTube. I think it's just drawing all Umbreons up in general. So we were seeing some really good value on this one too. Recent sales sitting around $58 for the last few. Market value saying about $63. There have been a couple of them about $65, $66. So yeah, $63 is where we are currently. If we go down the list, next one listed is going to be 58. There's a 58. There's a 60, a 60, and then we're going to go up, guys, after that. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cards as of the filming of this before we're going to go up 65. And then there's only a few cards and we're going to be crossing up in the 70. So once again, we're going to see some really good drive up on this particular card. And it's going to be moving not at $5 increments at a time, looks like on TCG Player. Granted, I always put that part out there that we could see more people add this card in for sale, but the chances are is that if that's the case, they're probably going to list it a little bit higher, at least if they're looking at the charts and where everything's going. They're probably going to list a little bit higher to try and catch people as they move up into it. That's what I would do currently. If I was listing this card for sale right now, I'd probably be listing it around $70 and let the market run into me by the way it's working. But once again, that's going to be the Umbreon Vmax from the Brilliant Stars Trainer Gallery. So once again, I'm putting the cards next to me. We're going to sit here and be discussing this. I got the charts, so that way you guys can see what's happening with these Trainer Gallery cards. Now, these were very much forgotten when it came down to overall performance. A lot of us thought that they should have performed better than they did, myself included. I thought that we would see some better performance out of these cards, but they were a little bit sluggish at first. But I think now that alternate arts are becoming very expensive. Some people are getting priced out of them. Some people don't want to spend that big money on them, but yet there's these cards. They're very, very good cards, very good quality. They look like alternate arts. They have some very good stories with the trainer and their Pokemon inside of them. I personally like quite a few of these, including that Mimikyu, the Umbreons. I do like both of those. I do like the Rayquaza and the Pikachus, all the ones on this list are very, very good cards, very, very strong contenders, and I don't see them slowing down either. I think that we're going to see an insurgence on these trainer gallery cards for Pokemon card investments and also for Pokemon card collectors. People are going to want to fill in these trainer galleries and be able to fill in these little sections that they are currently missing when it comes down to these cards, and I think that's exactly what we're going to continue to see. So once again, hopefully this was a good video. Hopefully this makes you start looking at trainer galleries and taking the opportunities that you could be missing in them and be able to build your collection. If you're building a collection and been kind of dismissing these, going, I got time, I'm going to focus on alternate arts and I'm going to dismiss the trainer galleries, now might be the time to refocus yourself and go after some of these trainer gallery cards while the price is still affordable. Or as a Pokemon collector, you might get priced out of these as well. Not only will you be priced out for your Pokemon card investments in alternate arts, but also in trainer galleries. So just be cautious of that. As the prices continue to go crazy on these, the opportunities are still there. Make sure you jump on them while you can before they really go out of whack and get really expensive. Sword and Shield block, guys, it's where it seems to be. So make sure you guys are considering that as you're continuing to watch videos and watch investment channels. Sword and Shield, definitely a very hot topic right now, and I think it's going to continue to be that way for a long period of time. Other than that, guys, hopefully it's a good video. If you do like this video, make sure you guys hit that like. Also, check the link down below. We do have merch now, so if you do want to have some merch, some cool little t-shirts supporting the channel, definitely check that out in the link below. With that being said, we'll see you next time here on Northwoods TCG.